Good morning, everyone. It is 8:05 on this Tuesday morning. It's June 14th, and there's a lot to talk about today, but I do want to let you know about breaking news that we were tracking this morning out of Fargo. There was a 2-alarm fire in it's like an office complex, and that was just north of 32nd Avenue near I-29. And we had our reporter out there this morning, and we learned that, of course, it's still a little bit too early to figure out, cause of fire, damage estimate, things like that. But we do know, most importantly, no one was hurt in that fire because no one was inside. This call came in at around 1 in the morning. So of course it was very early. And again, being at an office complex, it was very unlikely that anyone was in there. But an investigation is underway right now, of course, to determine what caused this fire, what that damage estimate is looking like. So yeah, there was some pretty extensive damage done on there. So I'm very interested to see what that estimate is going to come out to. We saw windows broken, we saw roof caved in, you could see the wooden planks as well. It was pretty severe damage. So if you want to see some pictures of that, you can head to our website InForum.com, because we do have that, and of course we'll be tracking this and bring you any updates as soon as we get them. Also, more breaking news this morning. We learned that Fargo police are investigating a shots fired call that came in from an apartment building overnight. That call came in right just behind the Fargo South High School. This happened just before midnight. We tried emailing police overnight just to figure out how many shots were fired, who was hurt, or if anyone was hurt, and if anyone has been arrested. So that one is another story that we'll keep updating you on as soon as we learn more. We also wanted to let you know that 2 more teenagers in the Fargo area are missing, and police really need your help in finding them. So the first one is 14-year-old Layla Spirit Track. She was last seen at about 10 on Saturday morning. She's about 5'5", 200 pounds, last seen wearing a blue and white tank top, blue jeans, and then black and white tennis shoes. And police are saying that she could either be in Fargo or in Pelican Rapids, so just be on the lookout. Her picture is on our website right now as well. We also know that officers are looking for 14-year-old Miljam Musa. He was last seen at about 2 yesterday morning. He's about 5'8", weighs 130 pounds, last seen wearing red pajamas and a gray zip-up top. So of course, if you know where any of these teenagers might be, you can contact Fargo Police at their number, or you could always send in a tip by texting 847411 and just use the keyword Fargo PD. We'll stay on top of that for you, of course, as well, and let you know if they are found and their updates. Okay, North Dakota voters, it is primary election day, of course, and so today we took a look at all the polls and what times are opening and what time you can head out there. And actually, you can head out there right now. So starting in Fargo and West Fargo, there's 5 different places that you can go to cast your vote. Fargo Dome, West Acres Mall Community Corner, Doubletree Inn in West Fargo, Fargo Civic Center, or Atonement Lutheran Church. All of these sites opened at 7, so they're already open. They're going to stay open until 7 tonight. That is also the case in Grand Forks, same hours, 7 to 7. You can vote at the Alara Center, Icon Arena Park District Office, Home of Economy, or Holy Family Catholic Church. Nearly 48,000 North Dakotans cast their votes through early voting or mail-in ballots, which I thought was interesting. Also, if you have some questions about these races and you are wanting to get out to the polls, but you're just like, I don't know yet, we do have an online voter guide that's available for you, and it can help you when it comes to voting. So you just go to the website, and you can find that on our website, InForum.com. Just by looking at the top there, it'll say voter guide with a green check mark. That's all you have to click. You don't have to be subscribed to InForum.com. You can just go there and get that voter guide. All you have to do is click on it, put your address in that website, and then from there it's going to give you a list of these candidates that are going to be on the ballot for primaries and local elections. So just if you want to learn more about them and what they support and whatever, you can just click on their items. 15 people are in the running for Fargo City Commission. That does beat the record of 12, which was set back in 1984. There's also a record number of 7 candidates for Fargo mayor. So, yeah, we'll of course be tracking this for you. More to come on WDAY. And speaking of, we're going to actually have a lot of our team spread out in this area, Fargo and Grand Forks. Kevin Wellevin is going to be covering the mayoral race in Fargo. Drew Trafton is going to be on Fargo City Commission race. Matt Henson will be on Grand Forks School Board and Grand Forks City Council. Nick Broadway will be tracking Fargo's school board elections. Just wanted to pass that along. Of course, you can tune in to our evening newscasts as we get all of those ready for you and have the latest for you on that. Okay, also really quick, in Grand Forks, drivers there, you are going to want to know about this. North Washington Street is going to be down to 1 lane going in each direction starting at about 9 this morning. So in just less than an hour, we learned that crews are going to be doing some inspection work over the railroad bridge there. That lane, and all of those lanes actually I should say, are expected to be back open by the end of the day. So good news, not for a long time. Just might want to take a different way. Just know about that. Maybe a lot for some extra time before you head out to work, or yeah. Okay, we also learned 2 people were hurt in a crash near Cheyenne High School in West Fargo. That happened just after 8 last night. We did learn that both drivers in this crash were hurt. They were expected to be fine. No tickets were issued, but police are still investigating this. So more updates to come on this as well. We also learned the Minnesota man facing charges for a deadly pileup crash on Highway 2 in Grand Forks last year. He will be in court next month. That's Stephen Pachowski that we're talking about of Felton. And he turned himself in on felony manslaughter and assault charges from that deadly crash, which happened last 4th of July weekend. According to troopers, Pachowski was speeding through this construction zone in his semi. He couldn't slow down when he caught up to traffic ahead of him. So he will be in court next month, and he's accused of causing this chain reaction crash involving 7 other cars and boats, killing one of them and hurting many others. So wanted to pass that along for you. Okay. Also, we learned one of the 2 Moorhead men who pleaded guilty to bringing fentanyl from Minneapolis to the Fargo Moorhead Metro will be sentenced. Matthew Katz, 31-year-old, he pleaded guilty to felony drug dealing charges last month. And then 33-year-old Brady Swanson, he pleaded guilty to the same charges. He will be the one that is going to be sentenced next month. We're talking about bags that were filled with nearly 350 pills, and all of them tested positive for fentanyl. So wanted to pass that along to you as well. Okay, this was kind of interesting. We have this picture on InForum.com, and I think that me just saying this probably wouldn't provide the context that I'm trying to get at. Actually, let me try to pull it up right now. So this was interesting. So city leaders in Detroit Lakes right now are trying to make this homeowner, or I should say property owners and the renter, take down some signs, like an excessive amount of signs that they posted on their property, on their home. And we're talking about 30 of them. They're all hand painted, and sorry, I'm gonna try to find this for you because the visual is interesting, certainly. So what they're trying to do right now is obviously make them take those down because it goes against the city's sign ordinance, and the ordinance only allows 1 sign, and that size should be up to 4 square feet max. And they have about 30 of them, and it's very, here it is. I'm gonna show you this picture, so bear with me as I flip my camera here. Okay, here it is. It's a little bit blurry. I don't know why it's looking like that, but this is the picture you can see. I mean, just so many signs posted on this fence here, and this goes against the city's sign ordinance, and they just cited the property owners and the renter for that, and they have until June 20th to take all of those down except for 1 that's, you know, within that size. If they don't do it by June 20th, they will be charged $200 every single day until they do take those down. And more serious violations could be on the way as well, but wanted to pass that along to you. This is, by the way, along Curry Avenue. If you're in that area, maybe you live there or you have a lake home there and you wanted to kind of see it for yourself, it is very, it's a lot. Okay, we also know that Public Works crews and Solid Waste Divisions crews in Fargo, they are going to be getting a pay increase. city commissioners approved that, and wow, I'm getting really distracted here. City commissioners said that this pay increase is going to take effect immediately. It's a pay raise of 5%, and this is because a lot of the public works departments had trouble, hiring, keeping employees, and a spokesperson says right now the department has 12 open positions out of 63 in the department. Also, if you live in Wadena, you can go to the city's second annual Flag Day program today. That's going to be happening at the Wadena Veterans Museum at 7 tonight. And it's going to go over the history of the United States flag, of course. VFW Color Guard will be there, Pledge of Allegiance will be recited, and then there's going to be a flag burning ceremony as well. If you go, you should know to bring a lawn chair with you because seating is limited. Okay, talking more on a national level of things, we are staying on top of the January 6th committee hearings. They had its second hearing yesterday, and they really narrowed its focus on the former president, Donald Trump, and Trump actually responded to that investigation saying, this is calling the committee a kangaroo court, and he accused Democrats of putting on a smoke and mirror show to distract from other issues like inflation, gas prices. So we're going to be staying on top of this. Of course, these hearings are going to be taking place all throughout this month, and they're set to meet again sometime tomorrow, so we'll pass along any updates that we hear. We also know right now lots of people, hundreds of people in Ukraine are being evacuated because of Russian missile strikes. We got to see some pretty graphic pictures actually of 3 missiles hitting this region called Chernihiv, and 4 districts within that region have already been evacuated because there are some concerns right now of those the fire spreading to homes in that area. We're still trying to figure out if anyone was hurt, killed during these attacks. We'll certainly update you with what we know. And then also, Senator Bernie Sanders says he is not going to be running for president in 2024. Instead, he says that he is committed to backing President Joe Biden for another 4 years. But some Democrats right now are saying, I don't know if, President Joe Biden should run again or should seek a second term. We heard that remark from New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and she says that she would not commit to backing him in the upcoming 2024 election. So we do know that the president is seeking another term. That it has been confirmed by the White House as well. Okay, InForum.com. This is a story that we had on First News this morning. Here's the headline. It's man convicted in 1996 shooting at Fargo YMCA may get chance for parole. This is a very beefy story. If you've been around in this area for a long time, you probably know what we're talking about, but it really goes into detail with what happened and the original everything that happened, just laying out, what exactly happened on March 26th, and it has to do with a Fargo attorney who was involved as well. So you can read up on that right now on our website, InForum.com. And yeah, we got Hot Mic with Dom Izzo this morning, 9 to 11, WDAY Extra, InForum.com. And he's always got some really great guests on, so make sure you go join Dom there as well. And then if you wanted to stay connected to our local community, you can certainly do that just by going on InForum.com/subscribe, and you can get your first 3 months of unlimited access for 99 cents a month. I like to call it a steal of a deal, so take advantage of it while you can. And yeah, I wanted to pass that along to you. But okay, again, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, we have newscasts running from there, and of course we're going to be staying on top of these primary elections for you, and we'll also have a recap of that tomorrow morning on First News as well. All right, everyone, have a good day. Stay safe out there. There are severe thunderstorm watches here in our area. Make sure you have our Storm Tracker weather app handy as well, because this is a day where you're really going to want to be weather aware. All right, everybody, have a good day. Stay safe, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning from 5 to 7. Bye.